The city of Makkah was growing crowded. But for the noble families of the Quraysh, the city was no place to raise a young child. According to ancient custom, infants were sent deep into the desert to live with bedouin tribes. Here, away from the city's impurities, they would learn pure Arabic, develop strong bodies, and gain the resilient spirit of the desert. But for the young boy, a son of the late Abdullah, finding a foster mother was not easy. Foster mothers from the desert traveled to Makkah looking for wealthy families, hoping for a generous reward. Because the boy was an orphan, almost every nursing woman passed him by. Among these women was a poor lady named Halima, from the tribe of Bani Sa'd. Her family was suffering from a severe drought. Her donkey was too weak to keep up, and her camel could not produce a single drop of milk. Finding no wealthy children left, Halima refused to return home empty-handed. She decided to take the young orphan boy. The moment she held him in her arms, human history shifted. The blessings of Allah descended upon her household instantly. Suddenly, her camel's udders filled with milk, feeding her entire family. Her weak donkey found an unbelievable surge of energy, sprinting past the entire caravan on the journey back to the desert. As the years passed in the open desert, the barren lands of Bani Sa'd turned green and fertile wherever their livestock grazed. The young boy grew rapidly, stronger and healthier than any other child his age. But when he was around 4 years old, a terrifying and miraculous event took place while he was playing in the fields. Two men dressed in pure white garments suddenly descended from the heavens. They gently laid the boy down. Classical biographers record that they opened his chest, removed his heart, and washed it with pure snow from a golden vessel. They extracted a small dark clot from it, declaring, "This is the portion of Satan within you." They then sealed his chest perfectly, leaving no scar, and filling his heart with wisdom, faith, and light. His playmates ran back to Halima, screaming that the boy had been killed. When she rushed out, she found him standing alone, his face glowing, but completely unharmed. Fearing for his safety under these supernatural occurrences, Halima knew it was time to return the boy to his family in Makkah. He was reunited with his loving mother, Amina. But the peace did not last long. When the boy was 6 years old, his mother took him on a journey north to visit his father's grave. On the return journey back to Makkah, deep in the isolated desert at a place called Al-Abwa, Amina fell severely ill. With her young son by her side, she drew her final breath. At just 6 years old, the boy was now completely orphaned. No father. No mother. He returned to Makkah under the care of his grieving grandfather, Abdul-Muttalib, who loved him more than his own sons. But just 2 years later, another heavy blow struck. Abdul-Muttalib passed away, leaving the 8-year-old boy in the care of his uncle, Abu Talib. Though stripped of earthly protection, the boy was never truly alone. Every loss, every trial, and every step of his childhood was being perfectly guided by a divine hand, preparing him for a heavy burden that no normal man could ever bear. The story continues in episode 5. Make sure you are subscribed to The Guided Path so you don't miss the next chapter.